run this, and you can see that this is the output we are receiving over here, right? I've given one assignment to complete that one. It was under this prepare underscore FC, right? So what it was, field catalog merge. Okay, I think that program is 36 number program. Just let me check. Yeah, 36 prepare underscore FC. Okay, fine. So do you remember what I have told you yesterday? I have given some assignment, right? Any one of you? I'm just missing what I have given to you here. I told you to do something, right? If anyone is remember, can you help me to understand what I have given to you? So accordingly, I will show you here quickly. Neha, you were able to hear me, Neha? Hello? Okay, I'm not able to remember what I have given yesterday. So let's do one thing. If some person is going to come from yesterday class, someone is available yesterday from here. Vijaya, if you remember what I have given yesterday, I have sent one uh, part.
No,
Yeah, hello.
sir. Actually, there was network issue.
Okay.
Assignment you are given like to remove horizontal and vertical lines
No,
from
no,
your
that
yesterday's.
here I told you to create some subroutine. So where I just want to understand where I told, I'm not able to remember that part. Where I told you to remove, to use the subroutine, right? If you remember yesterday, I was telling. I think here I was telling, is it?
Is like reuse ALB field catalog merge. You are told to populate a field catalog.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Others, you remember one assignment was there to create the subroutine, right? You were supposed to create a subroutine, and there you were supposed to create the local internal table, right? And using you were supposed to use the changing parameter in the subroutine. So what was the assignment? I am just missing that part. So if someone can able to help me to remember the assignment, then I will complete over here and we'll move ahead to the next topic. Others, you are there?
Morning, sir.
You are able to hear me?
Hello, sir.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
So where that was assignment, you remember? Do you?
Uh, Basically, sir, it's a. I have means recently I joined. What do you want to? I've
No,
joined.
there was one assignment, there was one assignment in which I told you, just let me do 1 second. I'll open that Excel sheet. Where I told you to create a local internal table and get with the help of changing parameter. Yesterday we were telling no that you were not able to complete one assignment.
Yeah,
That assignment I want to understand what was that assignment exactly. Got my point?
Yeah, sir. It is in report assignment, like in the starting of the.
Okay, so this is report. Okay, so we are supposed to create the local internal table, and with the help of using and changing parameter, you have to get back that value inside the program. So which portion I was telling about, you remember? Can you please tell me yes or no?
About the using and changing parameter, no, by the help
Right,
of
right.
using
Yes. Right.
using. Yeah.
So which part I was
That I
telling
also
about?
remember.
Sorry,
Here, like
this one, is it? IT underscore
uh,
FCTH.
this one not, sir. It is in the last of in the last. Uh,
Okay, this is.
Basically, we are. Just give me. This is not the.
Yeah. I got. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
This one. This
fine,
one.
fine. I remember now. Thank you. So see here, what I was telling about yesterday, I given one assignment that we are having this one, right? This locally I have declared this internal table lt underscore test. You can see it is in inactive state. I could have just simply checked over here and I could have found what I have told you, but just I was not able to do so. No problem. So here what I have told you yesterday, that to declare one local internal table, okay, to declare one local internal table, and with the help of this local internal table, populate the data in that local internal table and get back that data into which program? This lt underscore text we are populating over here, right? We are just using this lt underscore text. We are populating over here, we are populating over here, right? We are populating over here, and this what we are populating. So now we have to get back this value back because this is a local internal table. So how to get back this value? That's what I was trying to do. So what you can do that here, this is my subroutine I have created for this top of page, right? So here you'll have to declare one more internal table, right? Here you can keep the same name, there is no problem, but the scope will be inside this only. Okay, so just to differentiate, I'm giving the different name text one, something like that. Okay, and this lt underscore text one, I can use it over here, same. Okay, but this lt underscore text one here, system does not understand what is this lt underscore text one, so this you will have to define, right? So just go and see for the lt underscore text one, what is the required, what is the required structure for lt underscore text one. So it is not there, nowhere I have declared. So what I will do that, click on this cancel, go back over there, go to top of page, here top of page info, changing lt underscore text one. Okay, double click over here, and the same whatever you have declared over here, the same you have to declare over there also, right? Because why? lt underscore text one you will have to write and give the data so that both will be compatible, right? This is of type this one, right? And once the type of this is this slash underscore t underscore list header, then what will happen? This perform I'm calling of this subroutine, right? So if you double click on the subroutine, here it will come, correct? Here just go back once, here I'm adding one changing parameter y to just get back the value from there to here under this lt underscore text one. So this is the actual parameter over here, right? I'm passing this value into the formal parameter, so you'll have to define one formal parameter over here, right? Changing underscore changing p underscore text, something like that. You can create this parameter, right? And here local internal table you are using, right? So this p underscore text, right? What will be the type of this p underscore text? The type of p underscore text will be the same as lt underscore text one, because the value is going to be from this perform. This perform is going to call the subroutine, right? So the type of this lt underscore text one, whatever it is, the same type is going to be here, right? For this also. So no need of declaring, you know, explicitly the type, but if you want, you can declare. It will not allow you to, it will not stop you. But if you don't want, you, it is not necessary to declare this, right? It is not necessary. Earlier it was mandatory, but after some certain version of SAP release, okay, that it is not mandatory to declare. So I'm just going to remove this one, or I will just comment it full stop. Okay, so lt underscore text data I'm populating over here, and this data I will just pass back over here, okay, into where p underscore text, into this parameter. So this is how I'm going to do. Okay, fine. Or directly what you could have done, instead of appending this w underscore text to lt underscore text, directly you can append this w underscore text into p underscore text. Then in that case, you will not have to copy back this lt underscore text to this p underscore text, and that is the recommended way actually. Why again to get the data into a local internal table and then pass to this parameter, right? This parameter though is again local only, right? This parameter is again your local parameter only, right? So directly what you can do, that append w underscore text to p underscore text, w underscore text to p underscore text, then in that case this particular statement will not be required. Okay, you can do like that. That is the better approach. Okay, as of now, because I'm already populating this one, so I'm just copying this lt underscore text to p underscore text and getting the data back. Okay, it got activated now, right? There is no problem. Just go back and it will work smoothly now. So this is the assignment I have given. Hope most of you would have completed. Okay, now lt underscore text, when you can see that it's a 0 over here at this point of time, right? Press F5, it will go inside and it is just populating, right? lt underscore text, lt underscore text is getting populated, right? And this lt underscore text one is showing that it is not recognized at this particular moment. How? Because this lt underscore text one is under the scope of that particular perform only, right? Under that particular subroutine. Which subroutine? This mb top of page, right? This lt underscore text one. At this point of time, you can see that it is enabled, right? And now lt underscore text is coming as, you know, this yellow button. It is telling that lt underscore text is not inside this form and end form scope. That's why it is disabled, right? Once you again go with the help of this stack to this subroutine, then what will happen? This will be enabled and this will be disabled, because lt underscore text one is defined, this lt underscore text one is defined inside this subroutine. So a scope of this lt underscore text one is inside this only, not outside of this subroutine. Okay, so just come over here and you can see that, right? lt underscore text is now enabled and lt underscore text is now not disabled. It got disabled, means undefined, right? Come over here, come over here, and at this point of time p underscore text is 0, right? Nothing, but I'm just copying the data into this pen underscore text, and now the 4 records you got, and in LT underscore text one also you will get the 4 records, right? Just go back and you can see that you got the 4 records. This is how you are getting the data into this from there to here just by using the changing. Using is not required over here, changing is sufficient, right? Press F8 and you can see that you are getting the data over here. Now it is coming into the editable format, right? Everything is editable. Why everything is editable, right? Why everything is editable? The reason behind this is what I'm doing, that we are using this layout. There is one option called is underscore layout we are having, and display list data. Let me check. Yeah, reuse ALV grid display. Here we are passing this ls underscore layout, right? I just want to see how this ls underscore layout is getting populated. So what I will do, double click on this. It has come over here, right? And it is populating over here, right? So what I will do, that inside this, I will create another perform, okay? And I will populate this particular data in a subroutine. So it will be good, right? So perform, it will be modularized, so it will look good. Prepare underscore layout. So here I'm just preparing. Okay, so I'll cut from here, Control X, double click, go here in the main program itself, click on the CS button, and here Control V, right? But this scope is now what? Under this. Okay, so system will not able to understand now ls underscore layout in the now ls underscore layout is now not understood at this point of time by the system. If you check, it will give you the error. Okay, it is telling is unknown, right? Because it is not declared over here. The same thing. Okay, so now what I will do, that let's go to that layout, copy this one, and the same with the same type I will declare one variable over here, and maybe I will give a 1. Okay, here I will give 1, or there I will give 1. Let it be same here. Okay, ls underscore layout. So ls underscore layout, here type slice underscore layout alv. Now prepare layout, and here you can again use the changing parameter ls underscore layout. Okay, double click over here. So the both is now different variable. If you want to keep the name same also, you can keep. You can see under this display data grid alv. Okay, both is going to have the different because both is having the different scope, so both will be treated as a different variable. So if you want to keep the name same also, there is no problem, right? There is no problem, because both this ls underscore layout here you have defined under this subroutine, and here also you have defined ls underscore layout, but it is the different subroutine, right? That's why, because the local scope is a different, so it will be treated as a different. Now what I want to do, here I have used the changing layout, right? So here formal parameter also I will have to give changing, right? And here what you can do, that you can give ps underscore layout, correct? So that you can get the data back. Control C, and I will just pass the data back. Control V equals ls underscore layout. Just a Control V, right? So like that you can get the data back. Or directly what you could have done, instead of now defining this 2 times, there is not required to define 2 times. Directly what you could have done, directly pass the value over here, right? Directly you can pass the value over here, and you can get the value back, right? Like that also you can do. Pretty printer, check the syntax now. Some problem is there, does not have a component structure, and therefore, okay, so at compile time it is giving you the error. At runtime it will work fine, but at compile time it is giving you the error. Okay, so to avoid the error, at compile time, what I will do here, I will define, okay, control V, the same structure I can use to define this layout. Okay, so I've just copied from here and I pasted over here by giving the type. So this is also possible. Okay, save it, check it, activate it, and this is fine. Just go back and now just come over here, activate once more and put the breakpoint over here, run it, and you can see that the ls layout is now populated, right? The no vline and all these things is coming properly. Press F8, right, and your data is now coming properly. There is no problem. Now under this layout, you might be observing that when I'm putting ps underscore layout hyphen edit equal to x, then it's okay. What it is doing, it is making editable everything, all the field it's making editable, right? It's making all the fields editable. You can see every field I can edit, but I don't want every field to be editable. I want some specific field. For example, I want only the material type to be editable. Okay, so in that case, what you will have to do, your field catalog also provides the facility to, you know, edit a particular field. Okay, so what I will do, first I will remove this edit so that it will not be in editable mode for all the field, right? So you can see that it is now not editable. I'm not able to edit, right? I'm not able to edit. Okay, fine. So you can see that I'm not able to edit. Just go back now, and what I will do, I want to edit a particular field. Okay, so where we are preparing the field catalog, just I will go there. This is the layout. Okay, this is the field catalog, preparing the field catalog. Double click over here. This is the field catalog we are preparing. In the field catalog, you are also having one option to make the field editable. Okay, make the field editable. So use this edit option, right? And here p underscore edit. So this parameter you will get from the calling program, right? And here you give this p underscore edit. Okay, now just go back, and here one more, everywhere you will have to pass one more parameter, because in the subroutine I have added one parameter over there, right? So everywhere I'll have to add which field I want to mark, make it editable. Suppose empty art I want to make it editable, so I will pass x from here, capital X. Okay, other thing I will put the blank for another field. So this mtart only will be, editable. Okay, just save it, activate it, and put the breakpoint over here so that I can show you. Press F8, and here you can see that for this p underscore edit, okay, I think this is for what, this is for the net weight. Okay, and for the net weight you can see that I'm passing blank, that's why nothing is there, that's why blank is here, right? But for the next field it will come as a what, for this the edit will be x is coming and it will be filled up over here, right? So you have seen, press F8 now, press F8, and you can see that only material type is editable, right? Other is not editable. So with the help of field catalog, what you can do, a particular field if you want to make editable, you can do so, right? A particular field. So if two fields you want to make editable, for the two field in the field catalog, you can pass the value x for the edit property. Okay, if you want to make all the field editable in one go, just you can pass the editable equal to x in the layout. Okay, it will make editable everything. So this is how you can do the editable. Now my requirement is, when I click on the save button, whatever you will made it over here. That should be the saved, that should be saved in the database, right? That should be saved in the database. Just go back, just go back. Okay, I have to achieve that requirement. So as we have discussed in our last class, that the event, the interactive report event, like top of page, or like top of page during line selection, or start of selection, sorry, at line selection, at user command, right? Top of page during line selection, at pfn, it does not work in this ALV, right? That does not work in ALV. ALV is having its own event, right? So for the top of page, how I have to do, I have to create, I have to pass the parameter, I have to pass the parameter. I have to define this as a subroutine, right? I have defined this as a subroutine, and I'm preparing the data and I'm passing to this particular parameter, and then it's displaying the top of page. So this is how top of page event I'm achieving over here. So the way in which the event is going to get triggered, this is how it is. This is how it is. Okay, this is how it is. You will have to manage. Similarly, if you click on the save button, okay, once again, I will just show you your top of page, your top of page event. Just go to the top of page event. Let me search Control V, top of, just top of page. Yeah, this is our top of page event, and here we have written this particular, you know, we have the breakpoint. So if we run this one, you can see just when I'm running this one, the control is flowing to the prepare catalog first, and if I press F8, it is coming to this reuse ALV grid display, and when it will come to this, and again you press F8, you can see when I'm pressing F8, that function module is calling this MB top of page event, right? It is calling this MB top of page event, right? Here if you see that psi-lsind list index, this is the 0 for the basic report. We have seen for the basic report the list index used to become 0 earlier. Let us see here it is going to have any impact or not. Okay, press F8 and the data is here. I'm just double clicking on any of this, and when I've double clicked, again it is triggering, right? Again it is triggering a top of page event over here, but you can observe over here psi-lsind, it's not getting impacted, right? It is same. So there is no impact on psi-lsind, that is there is no impact on the list index, this particular system variable. Okay, so if you just want to see which are the system variable is getting impacted, click on give this syst as a structure, double click over here. Okay, tabix, that is fine, tfill, that is okay, and here 161 line number 1 column number 1, right? This is okay. I'm just willing to see if there is some variable which is showing that I've double clicked over there. Okay, t zone I 3x, this is okay, no problem. There is no such variable I'm able to see. Maybe some other variable will be there, but that is not required at that point of time. But one thing is clear, that psi-lsind is not having any impact over here. But if you double click over here, this particular MB top page event is getting triggered, right? MB top of page event is getting triggered. So if you take any action, right? If you take any action, when it has to display the screen, just before displaying the screen, the MB top of page is going to be triggered. That is true. Okay, that is true. I'm just going to remove this one, or maybe you can keep it, there is no problem. Press F8. Okay, my requirement is to, if I suppose, if I double click on any of these material number, suppose on this material number, I want to double click, then it should display the plant associated with this material. Okay, or it should display the purchase order associated with this material. Anything can be the requirement. Okay, just let me keep the requirement simple, and I want to show you the plant associated with this material as we have seen in the earlier classes for the interactive report. Okay, so for that purpose, if you double click on this, first of all, you can see that top of page event is getting triggered over here, right? But this is not the correct place where you can write the code. Okay, you have there in the interactive report, you were having at line selection, right? There you were having the at line selection, right? Here what you have, what you can do, that just go back, go back, go back, go back, and reuse LV grid display. We are using this reuse LV grid display. Here you can see that one option is I callback user command. Okay, so the way I have handled the top of page event, in the same way I have to handle this callback user command event. Okay, so I'm just going to enable this one. Okay, and here on double click, I'm just going to write on double click. So on double click, what I want to display another all the material, all the plant associated with that particular material. So this is my subroutine, right? Here for all the event you are defining a subroutine to be called. So similarly, when this ALV will be executed, system will check for this particular callback user command subroutine. Okay, so this is on double click, it will see that it is there. It will now try to look into its definition. So I will create one subroutine over here, form, control V, and end form. That's it, right? That's it. But here what you will have to do, you have to pass two parameter. Okay, so p underscore two parameter you have to pass. I don't remember that parameter exactly, what is the name of that parameter, but how to identify, how to remember those parameter, that I know. Okay, so what you can do, directly you can execute the program, and once you will execute the program, it will be giving you the dump. Okay, and from that dump you will analyze that what is the field, what is the parameter you have to pass it over here. But one thing we can think, that when we double click on the output, right, when we double click on the on the ALV list, then what we have to get first, we have to identify which action we have triggered, right? This is the first identification we should be able to identify. Then another identification is that which, on which particular field we have selected. Like in interactive report, if you remember, in the interactive report, right, we were using the hide command. We were using the hide command to select a particular record, right? So here we don't have to use any hide command or something like that. System will automatically capture the selected record. Just here you have to pass the parameter, one for the command and one for the selected record. So that parameter name I don't remember. So how you can find that one? Okay, how you can find that one? But I know that there is two parameters, so simply I'm just going to give p underscore user command. The type I don't remember. Okay, and p underscore selected record. Okay, just check this, there is no problem. Activate, put the breakpoint over here, it will give you the dump. Okay, activate this one. Two parameter I'm just passing. Okay, so if it is not able to determine implicitly the type of this user command, then it will give you the dump, or else it may not give the dump also. That is also possible, I'm not sure. Let's go and check. Okay, press F8 and F8 once again, F8 once again, and double click, and you can see it is not giving the dump, so you don't have to bother now. Earlier, in the earlier version, like, it used to give the dump. So what we'll have to give, we have to pass the particular parameter, the type we will have to give over here, but dynamically now it is determining the type. Now what you can do, you can check the type from here. You can see this is a r underscore ucom. You can check for this r underscore ucom what is the type. It will be sci ucom, right? And for ls underscore cell underscore field, it will be slice underscore something like that, slice underscore cell underscore field, this one, slice underscore cell underscore field. So this was the type. So if you even if you would be giving the dump, also it will be telling you from where it is giving the dump, this place it will be giving, and from there you can go and you can identify what is the type. So this is how I used to do earlier, but now it's fine, it's working fine, there is no problem, right? System has been very smart now, and this is what I have taken the action. So this user command value is for double click, right? You can see this is for the double click. So for if you means if you get this value, that means you have double clicked, and this is the selected records, right? This is the selected record. So this is the partner, this is the value you are getting. All right, so what I will do that, it's a value, right? It's a value, the component is value. Just go back now, press F8, and what I will do that, come over here, and I will fetch the data from RC table. So select matnr, matnr. Someone is on unmute, is it? No, it's fine. Okay. So select Matner, and then I just want to display the prompt works from Marcy into table at the rate. We'll use the inline declaration it underscore Marcy, where Matner equal to the selected record Matner, right? Let's break into different part so it will be more readable during the debugging also, right? So this is how the as a better programming guidelines we have done. Now this we want to execute only when sci ucom equals to what it was, IC1 something like that. I don't remember exactly. We'll copy from there and I will paste it over here. Okay, and if or IC ampersand, I think it was. Okay, IC ampersand. Let us check that one once again. Okay, so this is what we have done, it underscore marcy, and here also if size of RC is 0, that means if your record is selected, right? If some record is selected, that means size of RC is 0. In that case, again we will call one another reuse ALV grid display to display the data. Reuse ALV grid display function module you are going to call to display the data. Okay, so all right, so this is how I'm doing, call function reuse LV grid display. Come over here and enable this exporting parameter, right? Here callback program I will give to avoid any such error. So sci rip id or sci cprog, anything you can give over here. Callback user command is here not required. Just I will pass this program, and let me check. Field catalog you must have to pass, right? So field catalog, it underscore field catalog, right? This you must have to pass. So how I'll prepare the field catalog, right? How I will prepare the field catalog? Here, prepare the field catalog. Perform or prepare field catalog. See here, just I want to tell you one more important thing over here, how you can reuse the subroutine, right? Already we have created a subroutine for the field catalog preparation, right? So if you remember here, I have created the subroutine for the field catalog preparation, right? This is the subroutine I have created. I want to reuse it. I want to reuse the subroutine. I don't want to write code again and again, right? But here, what I'm doing the problem, I'm using the global variable over here. So I will not be able to use this one, right? You can see that it underscore field catalog. This is the global variable, right? Here in the main program, it is defined, right? So this global variable I'm populating, and this global variable I'm passing to the what? Reuse ALV grid display. When I'm displaying the main grid display, at that time I'm passing this one. Okay, this is restricting me to use this subroutine for another purpose, right? So what I will do that I will create one more parameter over here, changing parameter, right? Changing parameter, and here p c or ch underscore fc I will use, and ch underscore fc I will use to populate the data. That's it. Okay, I will use this ch underscore fc. Instead of this, I will use ch underscore fc. Okay, and this value I will get back, the ch underscore fc value I will get back in that main program. Okay, in the main program I will get back. Just go back and uh, this is here we have, right? So using this, and now you can use the changing as well, changing it underscore fc. Okay, so what it will do that, so everywhere you'll have to write changing, right? Everywhere you'll have to write. But by this way, what will happen that your code is now reusable for another purpose also. So that's the point over here. Okay, that is the point over here. So that's why using and changing is so important. Petty printer, check the syntax now. Some problem is there, no problem. Append fc, what it is telling, ch underscore fc is not an internal table. How system has defined that it is not an internal table? Okay, at this point of time, system is not able to determine what is this, right? System is not able to determine. So what you will do, because at compile time it's checking, so you can declare explicitly. Okay, so just go and check for the it underscore fc, what is the type, right? It underscore fc, copy this one. For the field catalog, you'll have to identify the type, and the same type you can give over here. So at compile time, it will not give the error. Check the syntax now. And now some another problem it is telling. Okay, if host variable, that's fine. Comma you'll have to give in the new OpenSQL, right? Because I'm using the inline declaration, so you must have to give the comma between the column. Okay, and here also you'll have to give at the rate. Okay, because this is my host variable. So for all the host variable is nothing but abap variable, which you have defined inside the abap. So this variable is defined inside this abap, right? And it underscore marcy is also inside the abap. So at the rate I have used, comma I have given. Check the syntax now, and some problem is still there. It is telling p selected record hyphen matner is unknown. Actually it is not matner, it was value over there, right? It was value. Then the value that is coming that is fine. At the rate statement concluding ended expect. Okay, what is the problem over here? Hyphen value, it looks good to me. Select Marcy into table where this is fine. Okay, into table this is also okay. What is it telling? P underscore selected value is unknown. Okay, this also is not able to identify what it is. So let me do one thing. P underscore selector, you can see that here it is not able to identify now at this point of time. All right, not able to identify, it's giving the error. Though at runtime it is fine, but here at compile time it is not able to understand. So if you want to avoid at the right, if you want to avoid at compile time also, you must have to give the type, right? So what was the type? I remember the type now. Slice underscore cell field it was. Okay, slice underscore cell field it was. And here it is not required, or if you want here also, now I remember sci-ucom. Check the syntax now, and here cell fields, field actually slash fields. Check the syntax now, it's fine. Okay, so now you can see that it's not giving any error and it's fine, and the value is coming into this it underscore Marcy. That value just I'm going to pass it over here, it underscore Marcy, and what is, and the field catalog, right? For the material number and works I want to prepare the field catalog. Okay, so I'll just copy the calling program from there, calling syntax from there, copy from here, that's it. All right, and go to here, control V, right? And I want to, so here what I will do that, perform prepare field catalog, prepare field catalog for this. Okay, and the field catalog value, I would like to get it back into this program, right? I would like to get it into this program. So you can use the changing, right? Changing it underscore fc or local lt underscore fc, right? Double click on this, click on this yes button, click on this yes, and here this p underscore lt underscore fc, you can see automatically this template has been created. Now just go back, and what you will have to do, just copy that particular template, the calling subroutine, right? I'll just copy, and so this is how you can reuse in real time. Okay, so prepare underscore field using it underscore text matner, right? So it underscore text, now what you are having, this is it underscore Marcy, right? Now you are having the table called it underscore Marcy, right? For this table you are preparing the field catalog, right? For which material number? This is the material number, 2 times material number, why we have given. Just let me check why we have given 2 times.
That is the description of
Okay,
particular
okay,
materials.
okay. Good. Yeah. So this is the field, this is the internal table, and this is the field name, and this is the description. So maybe I can give this time material as a description. Okay, copy this one and paste it over here, control V, and now another field I'm having the plant works, and here you can write the plant, and at which position, the second position. That's it, this much only you'll have to do and your work will be ready, right? And p underscore lt underscore fc, you can use it over here, right? You can use it over here so that you can get the data back, right? In lt underscore fc, that's it, this much only you'll have to do, and now it is ready. It's telling lt underscore fc is unknown, that's true, it is unknown, right? See here, you can define your LT underscore FC. Okay, type that the field catalog type. Either you can go in the beginning of the program, or you can double click over here and you can check the what is the type of the field catalog, right? So I'm just coming over here and the field catalog type. This is my field catalog type. Control C, copy this one. Just go at the end of this program where I'm writing this code, right? This is paste it over here. So now this is your local declaration. You can use this one. There is no problem. Okay, you can use this one, or else what you could have done that already there is a variable, but that is the global variable. It underscore fc is the global variable. That also if you want you can use, right? So before using that one, you can clear that variable, and here you can pass that it underscore fc. That's it. Then in that case you don't have to create your new local variable, right? Because you are just going to use the global variable which you have already created. So why to again create, right? So that also you can do. This is already created with the same type. So before using that, what you can do that you can uh, you can just comment this one, and just you can pass this it underscore fc instead of lt underscore fc. I'm passing lt underscore fc as of now because locally I've declared. Check the syntax now, and some problem is here over tables. Okay, I'm not passing this field catalog, that's why it is problem. So with field catalog, data will be populated lt underscore fc. Just copy this one and paste it over here. Control V. Now there will not be any problem. Check the syntax, it is fine. Activate this one, activate, and let us see if it is giving you the output properly what we are expecting. Okay, press F8. I'm double clicking on this particular material. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see in it underscore Marcy, there is zero record, there is no record, that's why there will nothing will come. For 43 I think one record at least we have. No, for this also no record. Let me go to the Marcy table, and there we will see for which particular material we are having some record, and that record we will choose. Okay, so /o sc11, go to Marcy, press F7, content, run this. So 19 number material we are having, right? 45 we are having some value. So 19 or 45 we can select. Let us search for 19 number material, right? This is the ALV, so I can take the benefit of ALV. 19 number material 1 9. Okay, that material is not coming, no problem. What I will do that, put the star in beginning and a star at last. Okay, so the 19 19 19 19 there, that 19 is not there, is it? It must be here. Are we giving some where condition or something like that? 19 number material, it's not
Yes,
displaying over.
It was there.
here,
It was there.
here's
EBB 19.
Here we are having simply 19, right? 19 1 9.
That conversion, no, I mean, sometimes I don't know. I mean, I'm just telling.
No, that conversion will not be like
Uh,
that. If it is the conversion, 000 will happen, means 0 will be appended only, not that.
sir, we have to basically identify that conversion through. After that, now that particular zero is coming on there.
mm, just a second, give me a moment. I'm just trying to see if I've put some where condition or something like that. Fetch data, no, there is no where condition or nothing. Put the breakpoint, come over here, press F8, press F8. Okay, press F6, it underscore Mara, come over here, and 19 number material I want to see. it's 19 over here, right? 19 it is there, but there we are not able to see. It is there, but actually the search is not working properly, it seems. Come over here, and what I will do that I will sort. Instead of searching, I will just sort. Yeah, now it is coming. 19 is there, so I'm just going to select this 19, double click on this, and now it_marcy, again the 0, it should be having at least one. So what is the problem? I will just check whether this particular query is executing or not. Okay, I will check this SciUcom. SciUcom is blank at this point of time. Here it must be something. Press F8, double click once again. Why it didn't stop over here? It's not coming. You can see that it's not coming inside this, right? That means the select query is not getting executed. I'll put the breakpoint over here, press F8, and we'll see. I think we have given wrong value for this SciUcom. Okay, actually p user command, this should, I could have taken this p user command. Okay, and ampersand IC1, actually this is. Okay, let me correct the code, come back, just go back, and where is that? We have written the code at last. Here I will just put it, Control V, and the value is coming in this. Actually I was supposed to use this parameter. Okay, Control V, and this is fine. Check the syntax, now it will work. Okay, now it will work. Press F8, press F8. Okay, and here I'll just sort it. Okay, double click on this 19, and the user command is ampersand on C1. It has come inside now, and F5, you can see the size of our C0. That means one record would have come, one record is there, and this time if you press F8, it will display. So this is how you can do the interactive report in SAP ALV. Okay, so hope this is clear for all of you. And now what I want, if I change over something for 19, I want to change here FERT. Okay, if I change and click on the save button, then it should be saved in the database. Okay, it should be the saved in the database. That's what I want. Okay, so click on the save button. You can see that on double click, when I'm clicking on the save button, also this particular subroutine is getting called. So maybe here we can write the code, there is no problem. Okay, here also when I click on the save button, this particular subroutine is getting called, and user command, you can see that ampersand data underscore save, it is coming. So when this ampersand data underscore save is coming, I can write the logic to, you know, uh, determine the changed value, and I can modify the value accordingly. Okay, so which is the main table which is getting populated over there? So that is the table I will show you. This is right, it underscore sort, no, it underscore mara. This is the table it underscore mara. Okay, you can see this is the value, it is getting populated. So in it underscore mara, whatever the value I have, whatever the value I have changed on the field, that it is coming now, right? 1 point, because I have to identify first which value I have changed, right? Just go back and run it once again, right? And see, every time it is coming in, unsorted order, I want to sort it so that it will be easy for me, and that is not looking good also, right? So go to the select query where I have written the select query, come to here. Here what you can do, this is my HANA database, so it's better to sort at the HANA HANA database directly, right? Because HANA is very powerful. So while getting the select query itself, I can write this order by clause, right? So order by clause, and here you can order by Martner you can give, right? But if you have some conventional DB, generally we first get the data, and here sort it underscore mara by Matner we give. Okay, if you don't have the HANA database, right? So it's not good if you don't have the HANA database. In that case, generally we don't do order by over here, because in that case, because if you are having some another database like conventional database, MaxDB or Oracle or Sybase or DB2, DB6, in that case, because the database is not directly installed in RAM, so if we're going to sort it over there, it may be time consuming. It may be not good from performance point of view that much, right? So it's better to, in that case, first get the data into IT_Mara, then sort it over here like this. Okay, but because I'm having the HANA database, so there is nothing to worry. I'm just going to use it, will improve the performance, in fact, if you have the HANA DB, right? That's why people are moving towards the HANA. There are so many advantages of the HANA DB. Press F8, just run it and press F8, and this time it is coming nicely over here. Now BROH, here I want to, earlier what it is, BROH, I'm giving changed, remember, row type. Okay, click on the save button, right? Okay, the field is uh, having the larger value, it should have only, you know, or I will give test 4 characters only. Click on the save button, and if you now check the IT_Mara, right, in this IT_Mara internal table which was earlier populating, now the value got automatically changed, right? Test. Okay, now you can see that whatever you are changing over there, it's reflecting in this internal table, right? Press F8. Earlier value you'll have to put it somewhere in some temporary internal table, right? Earlier value. So what I'm having the earlier value, this is my earlier value, IT_Mara, right? This is my earlier value. So what I will do that, I will prepare one global table. It all depends how you are going to manage. It is not necessary that you create the global table. Okay, it's better to create the local table only. It's recommended to create more, means every time it is means in very rare case we are supposed to use the global table. However, if you are going to create the global, you know, variable, from maintenance point of view, you will feel that it's easy to maintain. While doing the coding, you will feel it's easy when you are going to create the global internal table. But from memory management point of view, from resource optimization point of view, local variable, local internal table is good to have. Okay, here I'm going to just use the global only, type table of, right, the TS_Mara here, just the same internal table, a different temporary internal table I'm just going to use, IT_Mara or Mara backup, kind of Mara backup type table of TS_Mara. So that now once you get the data, right, once you get the data, I will put the data inside this backup table, right? Here just prepare the backup. It's good practice to give some comment wherever required. Okay, it's good practice. IT_, give this IT_Mara, control V, and just full stop, petty pinter, check the syntax. Now there is no problem, right? And here you have the backup table. Control, just go back, and what I want to do that, user command on double click, right? After clicking on the save button, also this on double click and or save. I will give this subroutine name a little, you know, meaningful, or save. So though this if you are going to do any action, this subroutine will be called. Okay, that is how it has been designed by the SAP, right? That is how it has been designed by the SAP. So if you take any action, this particular subroutine will be called whatever you have written, whatever you have defined over here. So just I have changed the name at both the place. Okay, come down. Okay, or save. Fine. What I'm going to do, that if p underscore user command equal to IC1, then all these things we are doing, right? All these things we are doing. Okay, but if, right, else if, check this value, copy this one, control V, it was save data, something like that, save underscore data. I will check that one what it was. Let's write the logic first. Okay, in which data you are having, right? You first you have to identify which particular record has been changed, right? So in IT underscore Mara you have the changed data, right? Changed data you are having into this IT underscore Mara, right? This will contain the actual data, uh, right? And the backup data I will be having IT underscore Mara underscore backup. So loop at IT underscore Mara into here. See how handy this inline declaration. You don't have to go and declare. Okay, end loop. So I'm just going to read this particular record, the first, IT underscore Mara into this W underscore Mara, right? And we know that I'm going to do the only I'm going to change the record only, right? This I know. Okay, this I know that I'm going to change the record. So IT underscore Mara underscore backup is also already sorted, right? Because the sorted value I'm getting over there. Okay, but still let me do in another way. So loop at IT underscore Mara into W underscore Mara. Here one by one I'm getting the record into this W underscore Mara, and then read table, right? IT underscore Mara underscore backup. I will just check. Okay, so data here also WA underscore Mara underscore backup, index one by one Cytabix. So Cytabix, I'm just going to use it over here. Data LV underscore tabix. I'm piping one local index. Give it the Cytabix over here and pass this. It's better to use like this, right? So like this, I mean, first I'm getting the Cytabix. What does the Cytabix? It will tell you the current record of the site underscore Mara, right? So that the current record, the first record, it will tell the first record, right? So what I'm going to do, that I'm reading the first record over here. Okay, but this is not good. No, this is not correct. Remove this one. Let's read by the key field. That will be the better. Okay, so you use the with key. Okay, matnr equals to wa underscore mara hyphen matnr. Okay, and if size sub rc equals to 0, and if in that case what you will do, you will check if wa underscore mara not equal to means some change is there, right? W underscore Mara underscore backup, right? Then in this case, modify your internal table. Modify your table. Which table? In Mara table. From what? WA underscore Mara. Which record you will have to modify? So modify table Mara from W underscore Mara. Okay. So it will be modified with the help of key field. Okay. So just to make sure that your material number will be have like a key field, it's already character field, so this will be have like a standard field, right? This will be have like a standard field, or what you can do that type table of you can define the key field explicitly, right? This concept we already know with the key matnr. So just I'm explicitly defining this is the matner, so system will understand, oh, based upon the matner we have to change the data, right? So this is fine here. Check the syntax now. Some problem is there. it underscore Mara backup. Okay. Check the syntax now. And Mara is not an internal table, occurs in modify table Mara. Sorry. Modify Mara from W underscore Mara. And that is fine. So since this is a database table, right? This is a database table. This is not an internal table. So you don't have to bother in that case, right? You don't have to bother in that case. It will try to match for a record. Okay. It will try to match the material number, and then that material number it will, you know, modify. So you don't have to give this. This is not mandatory now. This is not required. If I'm not going to change this it underscore Mara. I'm going to change the Mara, right? Mara table. Just I got confused. Okay. So I'm not changing it underscore Mara. I'm not changing I'm not changing the internal table. I'm changing the what? I'm changing the database table. I'm modifying the database table. This is what we want to do. We want to save the record in the database, right? So modify Mara from W underscore Mara, right? From the new record. That's it. In other case, we don't have to do anything, right? In other case, we don't have to do anything. A loop and loop. If and if size was equal to 0, then I'm going to take this end if, and this end if is for what? This is not required. Okay. So now your implementation is ready, right? And if and if, that is fine. Okay, one more and if will be required. Yeah, petty printer. Okay, check the syntax. The type of database table and work area W underscore Mara is not Unicode convertible. Okay, this is the Mara. This is the W underscore Mara. Just let me check W underscore Mara. Okay, okay, I got the point. Complete Mara table actually I'm trying to modify over here, which it will not allow, right? So you'll have to write what? Update Mara table. You are going to just update the Mara table and set which field? Update Mara from W underscore Mara. No, just a second. I want to update the Mara for that particular material number only, right? So update Mara. Let me check the syntax once. Press F1. Database target connection source. That's okay. Update from Okay. Update set where ID. Okay. Like this. Where actually we'll have to give. Okay. So update Mara set which particular field? The uh, material number will be fine. Which field we are having? Three fields we are having, right? Material number, mtart. Just let me check what are the fields we are having. Material number, mtart, mbrsh, and ntgw. So mtart, mbrsh, and ntgew. Okay. mtart, uh, mbrsh, and ntgew. So mtart will be what? mtart will be your wa underscore mara hyphen control space and mtart. In our case, if you give this w underscore mara hyphen mtart, that will be sufficient. Okay, that will be sufficient. Why? Because only mtart is editable. So we know that only mtart will be having the value, where matner equals to what? Matner equals to nothing but this w underscore mara hyphen matner. That's it. That is fine now, and there should not be any problem. Okay, and this is okay, this is fine. Size of RC equals to 0. Check the syntax now. There is no problem. Activate this one, put the breakpoint over here so that I will show you how it's going to work. Here also you need to put press F8, run this, and remove this one. You can just, I will show you here it underscore mara, we are having 792 records, right? And here it underscore mara backup, just 2 more minutes. I will just show you quickly and then we will wrap up the session. Okay, so backup, we got this backup BROH in the backup, right? Press F8. Okay, here I'm just changing this BRH as anything you can change. Okay, I'm giving the test over here. Click on the save button. So I click on the save button, then you can see that in Mara backup still that value is there, right? Earlier value BROH, but in the new value in it underscore Mara, the test will be there. So only I want to save this record. Why to unnecessarily disturb the database, right? You could have done in one go everything, but unchanged record, why to update, right? So just I'm identifying the changed record. So let's check this. Save underscore ampersand data underscore save should be actually here ampersand data underscore save, right? That should be supposed to be done. So it will not work now. So ampersand, have I copied? No. Ampersand data underscore save, ampersand data underscore save, right? This was correct. Save it, activate it, press save it once again, click on just change it. Okay. Oh, I have double clicked. I have to give the test. Click on the save button and ampersand data underscore save. This is fine. This time it will go inside and it has come inside. And one by one, just I'm trying to check which record got changed, right? So it underscore mara in w underscore mara, right? So you can see that the record is found, but it is not changed. The first record I have not changed. I have recorded this. I have changed the second record, right? So the first record is w underscore mara, right? ROW. It is the same as the second record, right? This is, and the another record, WA underscore mara underscore temp, right? Mara underscore backup, both is same. So there is no change. So it will just come out. Again, it will go back and it will check for the second record, right? This time it will find that Mara backup BROH is there, but in W underscore Mara it is test. So it will be not equal, and in this case it will go and it will update the database. You can see it has updated. It has taken little time because it has to search the Mara and then it has to update, right? So it has updated now, and if you go and check now, this time it will show instead of BROH earlier, it will give you the what? Earlier what it was having BROH, now it will be there permanently test because you have changed the record. Other will not be go inside, other it will not go inside, you can see, because only one record I have changed. So whatever you will change, that it will update. Okay, press F8 and you can see the test is there currently. And now also if you once again run this, because the data got changed in the table itself, the test is coming, right? You can go and verify for this particular table. Okay, so this is how you can achieve the editable ALV. With this, almost we are near to close this topic of ALV. Tomorrow I will tell you some another aspect of the ALV maybe, and then we'll stop this ALV and we will see another portion. Okay, go to SC16N and control V. This is the Mara table. Come over here and control V. This time you will see that for this Mara table, mtart has been updated as test. So whatever you will change it over here. For example, this also if you want to mark test, this also if you want to put test, right? So 1943 and 45, correct? 1943 and 45, right? Just run this. Okay, currently RSA and FTGR is there, right? I've just removed and I have put test. I'm going to click on the save button, press F8, 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 it got saved. And now if you refresh this one, you know, everywhere it will be test. Just I'm refreshing and you can see that it has become test. So this is how you can achieve. Okay, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise we can stop our session over here. Okay, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. No question? Fine, then let's go to the assignment part. And the in assignment, what we'll have to do, you have to achieve the same interactive report which you have done earlier in the normal, okay, in the normal way using the height technique and all. So ALV interactive report. What you do that, just I'll copy those. Basic report, validation, design selection, interactive report using height. Okay, so the same thing, whatever you have done over here, the same thing you have to do with the help of ALV. It just should be displayed in the ALV format. That's it. I will just explain it and I will give you some hints how to do. Okay, so here get all the sales order from BBAK tables and display as a basic report. So basic report means nothing but display as a ALV report. Okay, here you will have to display as a ALV report. Second step, when you click on any of the sales order, then it should display all the line items containing for the sales order. Okay, so here you have to do the select query on what? You have to select query on BBAK table and get what are the fields. You can get BBELN. Okay, another field we can go and check /n SC11 creation date and all, AURT, right? VBLN, I'm going to take BBTYP AUART, sales document category and sales document type. These three fields you just take. Okay, BBTYP, VBTYP and AUART. If you want, you can take some more field also, right? Here you will have to put the select query on BBAP table based on what? BBELN, whatever you are having in BBAK, BBELN. Okay, so whatever you have the BBAK, based upon that BBELN, put the select query on the BBAP under the user command, right? Under the user command callback subroutine, you'll have to do like this. Okay, so I'm there putting the select query on Marcy. There you will have to put the select query on what? You'll have to put the select query on BBAP, right? This is what you'll have to do. Once when you click on any of the sales order, then it should display all the line items containing for this sales order, right? These are the, so from the BBAP, what are the fields you will have to display from the BBAP? From the BBAP, you'll have to display BBLN, Posner, and Matner. That's it. BBLN, Posner, and Matner. 3 field will be sufficient. Okay. So I'll just write it over here or here. When you click on any of the cells, then it should display all the line items. All the line items. Line items is nothing but Posner. Okay. Posner, then Matner, and then no. What it was, one more it was there, BBLN, Posner, and Matner. These 3 fields should be displayed. Okay, so what we'll have to display over here, I'll just write it, BBLN, Posner, and Matner. If you click on any of the, this should be from the BBAP table. This should be from which table? BBAP table. Okay, this should be from BBAP table. Now get all the Matner works from RC and display all the material number and plant. Okay, so this is the first level. What? This is the first level ALV. The second level ALV, if you have to do, then in the same way you'll have to do once again. Okay, in the same way you'll have to do once again. Okay, so this you can give a try. It's not mandatory. If you are not able to do, I will show you how to do this one for the second level. For the second level, you will have to write the user command in this ALV grid display. Here also you will require ALV grid display function module, right? ALV grid display function module. Reuse ALV grid display function module to display the data, right? Reuse ALV grid display function module to display the data you will require. Here also, like, you will require this grid underscore the same function module to display the data when you double click on the BBAK sales order, right? So there also you will require, right? Now, so if you double click on this one, on the first basic report, where you will have to define the user command in this reuse ALV grid display, the first one. If you double click on the second level, like if you double click over here, you will get a new screen there. It will display all the BBLN, Posner, right, and material number, correct? So that it is getting displayed with which function module? With this function module, right? With this function module, it is getting this first time with this function module is getting displayed from the BBAK. Second time from BBAP, it's getting displayed from this function module. But where you have written the user command, you have written the user command over here in this function module. It is getting called back. But here the second level ALB report, here you will have to define the user command. Then only you will be able to see all the material number plant from the Marcy if you want to supply the, if you want to get the material number. So here you will have to define the user command. This is the important thing you will have to understand. So if you're able to do this thing, you can do this also. The third level also you can do, get all the material number works. So here whatever you will define the reuse ALV grid display, the same thing, you know, in the same way you'll have to do for this also. And here if we're going to do, here you'll have to define the user command. Okay, this is some hints. We are BBAK table. Okay, here I have written. Okay, here I have written some hints how to get the data. Okay, so here some different data we are having: VBLN, ERDAT, VBTYP from VBAK. All these things you are having. If you want to consider this instruction, you can consider this instruction or remove it. Here I have already written, so keep it like this. Just copy this one. Okay, just copy this one. Fine. So this is how you'll have to do. This is the requirement. Please complete this requirement. Okay, it's very important to complete this assignment. So please complete this assignment, and then we will see some another stuff tomorrow. Any question over here? Is this requirement clear?
Yes.
Okay, so here BBAK, this field you will have to get from the BBAP. This field you will have to get. This field I have written over here. Select query on BBAK. Select query on BBAP based upon this, and the field is this from the BBAP. This field you'll have to give. Okay, fine then. Please take the screenshot. Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, good, fine then. Thanks for attending the class. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next class tomorrow by 7:30. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.